Hi friends, hello and welcome to Grammar with Ganesh. In this video, we are going to learn about the sentence. Lastly, we have learnt about the parts of speech. We have covered 9 modules in it, and now we are in the sentence part. All these things which we learnt last time, all these things are going to form a complete meaningful sentence. Every sentence should be in a complete sense. Second thing, words in the sentence should be in a proper order. Third, it should start with capital letter, and lastly, it should have all the punctuations marks. Means while ending there should be full stop or interrogation mark or exclamatory mark or comma, abbreviated commas, apostrophe wherever required. All these things will form a complete sentence. With one example, we will see how the sentence should be. For example, if the sentence is like this: last evening the hockey match we played. Here, last evening hockey match we played. Words are not in a proper order, so it will not make a proper sense. But the sentence should be: last evening we played hockey match, or we played hockey match in the last evening. Friends, phrase is also important part of any sentence. Phrase means group of words. We can use a set of words in sentence. This will help us to form the sentence. For example, ups and downs. Ups and downs. These three words makes a phrase. While using in sentence, we will see one example. There are so many ups and downs in our life. This phrase will help us to form a complete sentence with some sense in it. Some more examples of phrases like to get rid of, at the evening, at the outset. Also some more phrases: in good health. Also the phrase of no use. Look at the phrase at the bus stop. I shall wait you at the bus stop. Or one more example, of no use. It's of no use to me. Friends, now coming to the part of sentence. Every sentence will have two main things. One is subject and another one is predicate. Subject is the main part about whom we are talking about. Subject is a main part about whom we are talking about. The subject and predicate, these are the two main things in any sentence. The subject will come in the first part of the sentence, or it may come in the latter part also. We will see with example. All the players in a team played beautifully. Here in this sentence, all the players about whom we are talking about is all the players. All the players is the subject in this sentence, while the rest of the part is predicate only. This subject may also come in the next part of a sentence. For example, in the forest there lived a saint. We are talking about saint, so the saint is a subject. Which here in this sentence, in the forest there lived, it is predicate. The saint, we are talking about saint, so it is subject. In every sentence we have put certain emotions, certain expressions. Based on the expressions of our emotions, the sentence are divided into 4 types. First one is declarative, or it is also called assertive. Second, interrogative, third one is imperative, and last one exclamatory. We will go one by one in a detailed way. We'll come to first type of sentence, declarative or assertive sentence. Here, the statement which tells us about the facts only, or it is a general statement, then such statements are nothing but declarative or assertive. For example, she is playing in the garden. In this sentence, she is playing in the garden. It is just information, or it is just a statement. My shirt is of yellow color. Here, it is a general statement which tells something, or which makes a general statement, or the statement which gives us some information. See, there are two types of assertive or declarative statements or sentence. First one is affirmative, that is also called as positive sentence, and another one is negative sentence. Affirmative, that is positive sentence, and another one is negative sentence. These are the two types of declarative or assertive sentence. For example, the fox looked at the piece of cheese. This is positive sentence. And another one is the fox did not like cheese. It will be negative sentence. In interrogative sentences, the expressions, generally our expressions are to ask question. The interrogative sentence is nothing but the questionary sentences. It is of two types. When the question is asked and the answer is in yes or no, that sentence is that interrogative sentence, which is yes or no question sentence. And another one is which starts with WH adverbs like what, which, whom. When the sentences, how, all these things, when the sentence starts, are called WH question interrogative sentences. For example, in yes or no questions, have they gone away? In this sentence, the sentence starts with auxiliary verbs. In any interrogative sentence, when the sentence starts with auxiliary verb, then it is yes or no interrogative sentence. For example, do you like stories? Have they gone away? In this sentence, we have to keep into mind important thing that this sentence starts with auxiliary verbs and it ends with question mark always. Interrogative questions can be asked by using WH questions. WH questions, here we are going to see three types of WH questions. Interrogative pronouns. When the WH questions starts with the interrogative pronouns. Which are those interrogative pronouns? Those are who, whose, and whom. For example, who are you? Whose is this book? Whom we are going to meet? Whom do you want to meet? Okay, looking at all these three pronouns, we will come to know these are WH interrogative pronouns. Friends, these three pronouns will help us to form interrogative sentence. Who, whose, and whom. These are used only for persons. For example, who are you? Whose is this chalk? Whom we want to meet. While the pronouns what and which, these will help us to form WH questions for persons as well as for things. For example, for persons, what is he, means what is his profession. In case of things, what is there in your pocket? Things, we will see one example of which of these books have you written. The third one, imperative sentence. Imperative sentence is nothing but the expression of order, instruction to somebody, command, advice or suggestion given. These are the sentences of imperative sentence. The expression of command, here we will explain with one example. Keep off the grass. Keep off the grass. Here there is command to keep off the grass. In another expression of instruction, one example, put this notice on the notice board. Here, instruction to put the notice on the notice board. In these imperative sentences, the sentence starts with verb or auxiliary verb. In expression of request, the sentence will be like this: pass the sugar, please. Pass the sugar, please. Here there is request, and here one difference, that there is subject which is hidden. Pass the sugar, please. There is subject, but it is hidden one. The subject will always be you. You pass the sugar to me. The sentence in this advice type, we will see that the sentence starts with advice expression. For example, do your homework regularly. Here there is advice, and as I told you, the subject will be you. You do your homework regularly. But these are some of the examples of imperative sentences, which are the expressions, as I told you, of suggestion, advice, etc. Sentences, there will be exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. Exclamation mark is must. Exclamatory sentences are the sentences where we express our strong feeling of surprise, strong feeling of sorrow, or etc. For example, how beautiful the butterfly is. Here, how beautiful, the expression of beauty. And what an idea. Here, there is strong feeling about the idea. Friends, today we have seen the types of sentences. Look at it, and we will see question tags. And thank you so much. See you in the coming videos.